What's up, my fungal familia? It is I, Flack, aka Flag Attack, coming at you again with another Legend of Mushroom video. Today, we're going to go over tech. That's right, you could think of tech as kind of like your talent tree. We're going to go over some of the techs, which paths you should take, what's worth getting, what's not worth getting right off the bat. So without further ado, let's get into it. Tech. Now, how do you level up your tech? Good question. Great question. You know what? You just got an A. How you do that is by going to the mine. And here you will have regenerating axes. Your maximum might change depending on your tech. And what you do is you simply just dig and you'll get ore based off of the materials that you get. Sometimes you'll come to a point where it'll be beneficial to use, say, a dynamite. Let's try getting to one of those points right now real quick. It'll be more beneficial using the dynamite than an axe. Then you'll do that. Also, you'll have this thing, it's a drill. You can drill all the way down and through. Boom, easy peasy. There's different kinds of ores. There's this copper type ore. There's also the gold ore that you saw. And every once in a while, you'll break into a room that will give you a whole bunch. Now, I've gone ahead and I've paid for the no ads version simply because I'm creating content. I don't have time to wait around for all that stuff. So you can, if you like, I'll make another video going over what exactly would be best to buy as far as pay to win in the game. But as for right now, I only have the regular battle pass and the no ads, just so that I can get through things a little bit quicker, get you guys the best advice and everything for the game. So we're gonna go ahead over here. We're gonna get some of these. We're gonna pick up some more ore, and then we'll go back to the thing here. So we're gonna go here, and then I have another bomb and another drill. We'll do that. We will drill here, and then bomb here, get us another bomb. Bomb here, get us another bomb. We can bomb here to get us another drill, but it won't take us that far. Just for the sake of argument, we'll do it right here. Okay, now I have no more refills, so we'll go ahead and head over to Tech Park and get into it. First here, obviously, you're going to have to take Efficient Multitasker. It's the first one. Now, that's going to give you attack speed, 15% attack speed. And next, in Tier 2, you're going to have Labor Law Revision, and you're going to have Better Recipe. Now, this is going to depend on where you are in the game. If you're getting spanked a lot, you're going to need to go with the Better Recipe initiative. If you're doing fine and you're progressing fine after you've gotten the first tier, go ahead and move to the pickaxe acquisition. So that'll bump up your speed by 20% at max. It'll get you more pickaxes, you'll be able to dig further, you'll be able to dig faster, get more ore. As you can see right now, I have 13,000 ore. I'm doing fine. So all of that helped early on. As far as Tier 3, the next tier goes, it's also gonna be based off of where you're at in the game. If you're not progressing well, if you're having a tough time, you're gonna have to go with the Cannibal Fungus Study or the Beast Shell Hardness Testing. So this is going to give you defense or attack. If you're not beating the boss in time, if you're having troubles with beating the boss before the time runs out, you're going to need to go with the attack. If you're not surviving enough, if you're dying before the time runs out or just not beating him, you're going to have to go with the Beast Shell. Okay, but preferably, if all that's going well, of course you're going to go with the Mountain Storage expansion. It's going to give you plus 10 pickaxe capacity at the end. So very, very, very helpful. That you don't have to log on every once in a while to be able to hit that max, and you're just wasting pickaxes at that point. The next tier, we're going to be Magic Beast Taming. It's going to give your pal damage 15%. Obviously, you're going to have to go with that. Can't go anywhere else. The next tier you're going to have the Mystery of Sport Vitality is going to give you HP. If you're doing well in the game, if you're progressing fine, I know this is going to sound kind of like a broken record, but it's important to know where you're at and what you're getting. I went with the Super Brain. It's going to increase your tech speed research by 50% at max level. Very, very important to get as much tech as possible, as fast as possible. So if you're doing fine, if you were like me and you're progressing fine, go ahead and go with the Super Brain. If not, go back over here to the Mystery of Spore Vitality. The next tier, we're going to have Leyline Eruption, which is 50% more mining, or 50% more ore with each mine. So that's huge as well. That's part of the reason why I have so much. If you're not doing well, obviously, you're going to want to go back over here to the Combat Mech Arm or Alloy Crafting. Get attack if you're not beating it in time. Get defense if you're not lasting. Next here, we're going to have Adventure Motivation, which is going to be your online AFK rewards, increased by 20%. If you're having troubles, you're going to have to go ahead and go over to that PAL attack speed, give you a little bit 15% bump in that to help you progress further into the game faster. Next, you're going to want to go into the Fungi, Pest, and Disease Control. Now, you don't need to put all 10 points in this right away. I just went in and put as many as I could until I could move on to the next tier, which we're moving on to here as Lazy Vacation Plan. This is your offline earnings, another 20%. So up here you have your online AFK earnings. Down here, this is where your offline earnings are. This one's really good because you're going to be playing and you're going to be in the game a lot. If you're like me, you have this game open almost all day. Like, I can't put it down. And that's, I'm not just saying that. I'm not getting paid to sponsor this or anything like that. This is just actually a legitimate fun game for me. So I'm maxing out that offline earnings as much as I can. Then if you can't progress in the game, you're going to want to go over here to the Beast Bite or Universal Verbal Tricks, which is going to give you attack or defense respectively, and then you can put points in there. The next tier, I went with Shift Work. It's going to give you the pickaxe acquisition speed 50%. 50% increased acquisition of the pickaxes. Huge. Also, your capacity, the infinite storage bag, that's what you're going to go for next after that. If you're not progressing far and you have to go down your damage portion, which I haven't had to do yet. I've been fortunate enough in the game to where, especially free to play, where I haven't been completely stuck to where I have to do more research into damage or health. But I'm getting there. I just finished Abyss 1, so it's starting to get a little bit rougher. It's starting to get to that point. We'll see after today. Online rewards just reset, so I'm going to go through everything, see if I can level up a little bit, and see if I can get some good gear. Definitely go for those pickaxes, your capacity. That way you don't have to be logging in every couple hours. You can leave it a little bit longer, say you're at work or when you're sleeping. And then, of course, the synergy effect, PAL damage. The next tier you're going to want to go with is Think Tank. 100% get to this as fast as you can. This is the thing that's going to increase your tech research speed astronomically. I'm 8 out of 10 and I'm at 120% research speed increase. So I am currently in the middle of leveling this one up. I haven't leveled it up yet because to make this video, it doesn't show you the actual tech down here. So I held off so that I could go over it and show you all. Next, you're going to want to go with the Shroom Mountain Leyline Survey. It's going to give you another 15% per tier increase. And then if you're, like I said, if you're having trouble, if you need that help, this fungal strain cultivation is going to give you a whole bunch of defense. The next tier, we're going to talk about tier 12. And if you're doing well, like I said, sorry to sound like a broken record, but this is just the lay of the land. If you're doing well, go with Celebration Feast. It's going to give you an extra 30% online AFK rewards. Huge. 30% plus your 20%, and that gives you another 50% of your earnings while you're online. If you're having trouble, you're going to want to go with that anti-beast chili spray, which is going to up your defense. If you're not being able to kill it fast enough, you're going to go with that Shroom Alliance, which is going to give you a whole bunch of attack. The next tier, obviously, you're going to have to go with is Employee Motivation Program. It's going to give you attack speed, 30% more attack. From there, we're going to go to Slacker Prepares, which is your offline earnings, another 30%. So that's going to take your offline earnings up to 50% as well. If you're having trouble, Magic Shroom Self-Defense. That's the way you're going to have to go. The next tier you're going to go with is the Super Storage Hard Drive, which is going to be your offline earnings timer plus 2 hours. So it's going to add a whole new another 2 hours to that, so you can stay offline even more and be able to collect. Because there's going to be a point in the game where you're not going to be online all the time. The grind is going to stop somehow. So if you're at that point, go down to Super Storage Hard Drive. Make sure you get that. If you're having problems progressing in the game, you're going to either want to come over here to get Legion or Invulnerable Body, which is your defense and attack respectively for whatever troubles you're running into. The next tier is going to be Shroom Art of War. You can't go anywhere else with that. You're going to have to get that. It's going to be your skill damage increases by 50%, which is a huge increase. And then last but not least, your final tier, you're going to go with either your defense, your HP, or your attack. So Shroom Tech Hub is your attack. If you want to gain more attack, you're going to come down here to your Decipher Elixir of Everlasting, which is your HP, which is going to boost your HP. And then you're going to go with Golden Shield Mastery, whichever one you need, whichever part of the game you're running into where you need the most, that's what you're going to dump it into. That does it for the Tech Park video. I hope this helped you increase your gameplay, free to play, as much as you can. I hope you know where you're going now with your tiers and your tech. If you liked the video, if this helped you out, if any one of my other videos helped you out, please make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to share with a friend. Until next time, keep on growing.